You ever think about disappearing? Not in some dramatic movie-type way, not running from anything. I mean quietly, intentionally, just stepping out of everything for a while. No notifications, no voices, no pressure to respond, perform, or explain yourself. Just you and the sound of the world breathing. I didn't go out looking for that, but somehow I ended up building a place no one knows exists. It started with a walk. Nothing special about it at first. Just needed space, you know? So I kept going past the usual trail, then past the point where the path even felt like a path anymore. The ground got softer, leaves thicker. Every step made that dry, crunching sound under my boots. And the deeper I went, the quieter it got. Not silent, but different. The kind of quiet where you start hearing things you normally miss. Wind moving through layers of leaves, branches shifting somewhere far off. Your own breathing, louder than you expect. And then I saw it, this massive fallen tree. I mean, it stopped me instantly. Not because I was trying to look for something, but because it didn't feel normal. It felt placed, like it didn't belong to chance. The trunk was huge, thick, old. And when I got closer, I noticed something strange. It was hollow, not just cracked open, not damaged, hollow, wide enough to crawl into, deep enough that you couldn't see the end from where you stood. I remember standing there, just staring at it, listening again. No birds right then, no movement, just wind brushing across the bark. And for some reason, I had this thought that didn't feel like mine at first. What if this could be something? The first few days were slow, and honestly, kind of rough. Inside the tree, there was decay, soft wood, damp patches, old debris built up over time. Some parts crumbled the second I touched them, other parts resisted, like they didn't want to let go. I spent hours just clearing things out, pulling chunks of rotten wood, scraping layers off the inside walls. Every movement made a sound, scraping, cracking, shifting, and dust, floating in the light that came through the opening. There were moments where I just stopped, sat back, and questioned it, like what am I even doing? But then I'd look again, and I'd notice something new, more space, a cleaner shape, a clearer structure forming underneath all that decay. And that was enough to keep going. Something strange happens when you work like this. You lose track of time, not in a stressful way, like when you're busy and overwhelmed. In a quiet way, you stop checking your phone, stop wondering what time it is, stop thinking about what's next. You just move, scrape, lift, cut, carry, repeat. And after a while, that rhythm becomes everything. Your thoughts slow down, your breathing evens out. And somehow, it feels like that's all you need. Once the inside was cleared enough to work with, I started shaping it. The ground inside was uneven. Some areas packed tight, others loose and soft. Leveling it took time. I used a small shovel, sometimes just my hands, scooping out dirt, carrying it outside, coming back in again, over and over. It wasn't fast, but slowly, it started to flatten. Then I went looking for stones. There was a stream not too far from the tree. Cold water, steady flow, smooth rocks underneath. I picked the flattest ones I could find. They were heavy, slippery sometimes. Carrying them back wasn't easy, but placing them inside felt different, like laying a foundation, piece by piece. It came together, and that's when it stopped feeling like a hollow tree. It started feeling like a space. After the base was set, I moved on to structure. I used long branches for framing, bent them along the inside curve of the tree. Nothing about it was perfect. Some pieces didn't fit right at first, Some snapped, some had to be replaced, but over time, it started to hold. Everything followed the natural shape of the tree. That was the rule. Don't fight it. Work with it. I sealed the gaps with mud and leaves, pressed it in with my hands, smoothing it out. The smell of earth stayed with me the whole time, on my hands, on my clothes, and at some point, I stopped trying to wash it off. It felt like part of the process, like I wasn't just building the place, I was becoming part of it. The entrance mattered more than anything, because this place, it wasn't meant to be seen. So I built a cover using bark, branches, and leaves, layer by layer. At first, it looked obvious, too clean, too placed, so I kept adjusting it, adding imperfections, breaking symmetry, letting it look natural, until one day, I stepped back, and I couldn't see it anymore, even knowing exactly where it was. I had to look twice. That's when I knew it was right. Inside, I kept everything simple. A wooden platform to sit and sleep on. A small shelf carved into the side. Just enough space to store a few tools. Nothing extra, nothing unnecessary. Outside, I built a fire pit, arranged stones in a circle, cleared the ground around it. The first time I lit it, I didn't rush. I took my time with it, watched the sparks catch. The flame grows, the wood shifts and settles. There's something about fire. You don't just use it, you watch it. I made tea that evening, just water heated over the fire. Nothing complicated. But the moment it started to steam, everything slowed down. The air felt cooler against my face. The warmth of the cup in my hands felt stronger. I remember just sitting there, not thinking about anything, not planning anything, just watching the steam rise, disappear, and rise again. And for the first time in a long time, I wasn't in a rush to be anywhere else. You notice things out here, small things, the way light shifts through the trees as the sun moves, the way the wind sounds different depending on where you stand, the way silence isn't really silent, it's just layered, and you start realizing something. Back there, in normal life, everything is loud, not just noise, expectations, deadlines, constant movement. Out here, none of that exists. Nothing is asking anything from you. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not missing anything. You're just there. And somehow, that feels like enough. I didn't tell anyone about this place. Didn't mark it, didn't share it, didn't even take anything from it. There's no sign it exists. Just a massive fallen tree, blending into the forest like it always has, hiding something quiet, something real, something that only exists because I chose to build it. And maybe that's the point. Not to leave everything behind forever, but to remind yourself that you can step away, even for a little while, and in that silence, you might find something you didn't even realize you were missing.